Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're doing a memory plan with me for the week of August 23rd through the 29th. So the last week of August. And this is my last back to school kit. I've been doing all my August spreads as back to school kits. There's a plan with me up for this one. And this one I didn't film. I was just going through a lot of stuff. And so it turned out really cute. It wasn't a great week for me though. So then we have this one. This is so cute. This is from the Coffee Monsterz Co. It was from her back to school release and I thought it was just so adorable. So we've got the full boxes here. I love the variety of all of them. And then we've got some half boxes and some little functional deco kind of things. And then the bottom washi and some checklists, which I won't really use, but I may cut off the top of them. And then there's some headers. Again, I'm not going to use those, but I'm going to try to repurpose a bunch of things, whatever I can. So that's what we're working with this week, and I'm ready to get into it. This was like the third or the second and a half week of school. So it was a good week though. Lots of ups and downs, but good overall. So let's get into it. So starting with the bottom washi, so I kind of spaced them out just a little bit. They did fit perfectly in terms of length, but I spaced them just a little bit below the line of the columns and a little bit above the bottom of the page, with a little space in between, which I do love the space in between all of those different things. I just like the look of that. And then I had to think about glitter headers and also what I wanted to do with date covers, because there weren't any date covers in the kit itself. So I pulled these these glitter headers, old ones from Glam Planner, and I'm just putting those across the top. They're just plain silver, but I thought that they matched the kit really well, and they had kind of a different texture, and I thought that would be kind of fun to use this kind of chunky glitter. And then for date covers, I just pulled these from my stash, and I added some numbers from, I think from Nicole Hutch Designs, just some little numbers. I don't love the look of them together, but I just had to use what I had, and these seemed to work the best together, and I just went with it. So I used these white date numbers with black writing, and then these little paint swatch date covers across the top in the pink. So there was a little bit of pink in the kit, so that's kind of why I chose this color. It just seemed to fit the best. So just popping in those date numbers. And then I wanted to use the weekend banner because it was just really cute. And then for my sidebar, I chose a couple of full boxes, and I'm just putting one at the top and one at the bottom of the column. I love the full boxes in this kit, super cute. And then I'm just pulling from my stash here. I didn't have any more August stickers that were black that were left, so I'm using these from Planning Roses. Usually I use the Sadie stickers one, but it looks really cute with this little flag. I just kind of layered them together. Adorable. And then just finishing setting up my sidebar, I threw in this half box, and then I found the This Week header to mark my journaling section. So I knew that I wanted to use a bunch of the full boxes, so I'm putting those in right now. The only one I didn't use was the plain notebook paper one, but I ended up using that in a leftovers spread, which you will see next week. Okay, so starting on Monday, before I start, let me put in my videos, and I'm just putting in the thumbnails down at the bottom of the columns for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday was a plan with me in my plum paper, Wednesday was a memory plan with me, and Friday was a memory plan with me as well. And then going back to Monday, I put in this quote. The lettering is by Lettering with Low, I think. And it says, "You don't have to know where you're going to be headed in the right direction." So I have a note here that I feel a little better physically and emotionally. Whatever happens, happens, and whatever I discover, I can handle. And this is in terms of some health questions that I was trying to get answered. It was a long process. I do have some answers now, about a month later, but yeah, just some work to do, but I mean, that's life. And then I am going to pull in some washi, but I wanted to mark in here that I read a while at school. Yeah, here's the washi. I just decided to keep it strictly to Coffee Monsterz Co. this week, just to make the spread look kind of cohesive and cute. So I pulled in a little mile liner sticker and I put that I read for a while at school today. Want to put the info about class culture into mine. So the book I'm reading is really good. It's called Not Fire, but Not Light, but Fire, or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, it's been really, really good, and I am enjoying that book for sure. It's kind of bringing up some things that maybe I kind of forgot about that I wanted to bring in to my class again. And then on Tuesday, I put in this Let It Go in the Rearview Mirror image. I love that. And I wanted to mark in that I've been watching this show called Reservation Dogs. It's on FX, but I watch it on Hulu, and it is so sweet, and it cracks me up too. It's just a really, really sweet show, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I have a note above the washi tape there that says things are slowing down a little bit at school, which is good. You know, we have a rush at the beginning of the year, just kind of getting everything to fall into place, and then you have kind of a little bit of a breather before the end of the grading period. So this was that week in the middle where things were kind of slowing down, which is good. I needed a little bit of a break. So on Wednesday, I wanted to put in that I had blood work done in the morning, and I was a little bit late to school that day because I had that appointment, but it wasn't bad. I'm not really scared of needles. I just don't want to see them. But actually, the nurse called me back that day. I was expecting the results the next week, but she called me back that day. I guess they were like slow or something. But she said everything was normal except for the things that I expected that she had kind of told me would probably be the case. And I have a note here. At least I know what to do now. And the next week I had an internal sonogram to check out some things in there. And so, you know, just again, putting the pieces together about these health questions that I have. And then at the bottom there, I watched the musical 6, and I've had the music in my head ever since. And I'm filming this voiceover about a month later, and I'm still singing the songs. So I loved that musical. I really, really want to see it in person, and would be like jump at the chance for that. On Thursday, I just have a couple of images here. The events in Afghanistan were going on this week, and I wanted to remember that in my planner, so I thought the best way to do that would be these 2 images. I don't know, they just spoke to me, and I wanted to include them here. I used a little emoji head to show sadness because it was so sad and tragic. So that's why I included those. And then below that, we started a mask mandate at school. Things are complicated in Texas right now, so it didn't last very long, but we're doing our best. I also had a really, really good Stitch Fix this day, and I bought the entire box, which was exciting, and I was feeling not so great, very crampy, so I put that in with a little flag as well. On Friday, here's a picture of myself, happy that it's Friday, and then also a picture of my cute little class. They're just adorable, and I wanted to note that. They just like get along really well, and they're really sweet with each other. So also, we took the kids outside to play after lunch just to relax. I mean, it was Friday. We had a game that day, and we just wanted to kind of just have a little time outside, so that was fun. But it was a very, very long week, and I have a note here that I just wanted to watch my shows, and that's what I did. I remember watching Ted Lasso, and I was also in the midst of rewatching Downton Abbey, so I just needed to check out for a minute. I also added a little bit more of that washi just to bring everything together on both sides. And then on the weekend here, I'm just putting in a bunch of images. I did work on my goals, so I'm writing here that I had to close the door on August and start fresh with a new month. I tried to keep my goals realistic. So for September, I really had to think about what can I do right now and what's realistic for right now and where I'm at physically, emotionally, all of that stuff. And I think I chose really good things and kept everything to what I can actually do. So I reread them over and over, and I think I chose good stuff. And then on Saturday evening, I just wanted to relax and just hang out with my heating pad, basically, and I needed to just unplug for a little bit, so I did that. And then on Sunday, I have a cute picture of my kitty helping me make my bed after I washed the sheets. And then I have a note here that after a walk for some fresh air, I cleaned up a storm. So got a lot done in my house. And then in my journaling section, I put here that not as much of a struggle as last week. I feel like the more information I have, the more focused and calm I am, then I can get to work on making it better. So this is all, again, in reference to those health questions that I'm just trying to understand and tackle. And my favorite moment of the week, because it was kind of a crappy week, I chose watching the musical 6 because I love musical theater. It's one of my loves, and it was just really fun. Here's the spread all finished up, and I really love how it turned out. I kind of wish I'd used this extra full box here, but I'll just save it for something else. I love that my August spreads are all school related. They're all so different, and this one is definitely a favorite. I love it. This week was challenging, but like I mentioned over here, I feel like I know where to go from here, I think, when it comes to some health things. So, I mean, that's a positive, but overall, it was a pretty good week. So I'm grateful for those. I hope that you guys enjoyed this memory plan with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.